Okay, so I used to think about timelines like, there are some definite timelines for us to pursue a career, pursue our studies. Like within 21, we have to complete our studies. If you're going to a highest education like PhD, then maximum your age could be 28. You finish it up, everything, and you just get back to your career. And and the career transition just goes on and on and on and on. Then the elevation would be there in your career, right? But I learned that in today's world, that's not the case. Especially, I'm there in another part of the world. It's definitely not that's not the case. As in, I did my bachelor's in 2010. I completed then. I did my master's for a year in embedded systems, for a year in UK, and then I came to US for another purpose. And I thought, why not to do another master's and in a research field? And I thought to apply, and I did apply, and I got into it. I went to college, but I had a lot of doubts. Like, examination was completely out of touch for me, and in US, it's all different. Your education system is completely different here. The expectation is different. It's not like UK or India. Predominantly, my studies were from India, so definitely not like in India. They expect high grades here, like 80 percentage of is the minimum grade here for any master students or PhD students, and that's really a big expectation out of college. So you need to give your 100% to get in there, get in the minimum grade. That was a very difficult thing to understand. The second thing is examination for me. Coming back after 15 years, getting into examination mode, I forgot how to prepare for exam. I forgot how to prepare for, how to study. So all those things, because we work real time, we are forced on the deadlines and stuff like that. But examination was quite a hiccup for me. I used to do the assignments and everything well because deadlines are really the part of my life. So I used to do all the assignments on time and everything. But examination was quite tough for the first semester. But for the second semester, I kicked it up, and that's how in the second semester I met a lot of people around me in the university, people who are doing their graduate studies or their PhD or postdoctoral. I found that people are not always following the timelines that humans have decided for them, right? For us. Therefore, it was like quite interesting because people who are older than me were pursuing graduate studies, and they are pursuing their PhDs like first year, second year, third year, like that. So I felt like I'm not alone in this journey, right? I'm definitely not alone because I felt like I was the youngest to them. So I was not alone in this journey at all. Everyone are learning, and this is the fast-paced world where the technology moves really fast, and the AI thing has come, and the basic for any artificial intelligence or any technology is the chip. You're all working under the chip because your laptop, your mobile, whatever your digital media, every digital device is working under a chip. So I thought, let me get back to my basics, which is my bachelor's was electronics. I had an electronics and communication background. I thought, why don't I go back to my hardware and check out what's really happening in there and what's the technology currently adapting to the fast-paced technological world and the digital world, especially in the AI era, where the data has to be processed really fast, and storage, memory. They're going on, data centers and everything, and now we are routing back to on-premise systems like on-premise memory, like we need not have cloud or a data center where it's going to be really costly in the future, but inside within the chip, how do we store it? So we have come to that level of research currently, quantum computing, training the machine learning, training the machines, artificial intelligence, and LLMs. And I found it really interesting to go back to the basics, do some research work, and dive in there. And that's why I came back to school, and I find it really interesting now to work with the research people around me, and no one is framing the timelines, guys. Okay, I'm 37 this year, so I have entered into university academia, and I'm doing my research work and my graduate studies. So age is definitely not and criteria or something which people have defined for us. No, universe did not give us the timing, right? Nothing was defined by the universe, but we human beings define timings. Our ancestors had defined timings for us and say that, yeah, by 21 you finish this, by 28 you settle in a career and elevate in your career and go on. No, that's not the case in 2026 at least. So if you are thinking to go back to school, no matter what's your age, okay, like people are graduating at 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever. So if you want to go back to school, if you want to do something that you were always wanting to do, there will be like one particular area which keeps haunting you, saying that, oh, do this, do this, do this, why didn't you do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, do it now. Okay. And probably you have the facilities now, you might have the money, you might have the time, you might, your children would have got settled and everything. So start back, start up with your whatever you want to do, right? Business or anything that you want to do, just start and just do it. Don't see the timelines, especially age. Okay. For example, if you see the sports in today's sports world, like Novak Djokovic, Messi, Ronaldo, they're all above 35, right? 30, Messi is 39, and Djokovic is also 39, and Ronaldo is 41, guys. And it's all about they show up. Whether they win or not, they play the sport. They show up in front of so many audience watching across the world and on the stadium. They show up, they do the game. Winning or losing is secondary, right? They go and show up on the field. They do the work. They're not sitting just idle. They do the work. They are preparing their body for it. So preparing the body, mind, especially the mind. When, the longevity in a career is all about a mindset. So longevity in sports is all about mindset. So defining our mindset is really important. So when you want to take career post 35 and everything, you have a lot of other things coming into your place, your family, because you have a family role to play. You need to take care of your parents' mental health. You need to take care of your surroundings, your relatives, your close relatives, your close ones, your friends. You need to communicate with people around you and let them know if they face some trouble. You need to give them some advice and everything. All these things come into place when after you do, as you elevate in your life and you want to do it. So it all needs a strong mindset. So train your mind really very strong to handle all the situations. It's not going to be only about studying, focusing on research work or studying whatever your graduate studies or PhD, whatever. It's not going to be only that. You need to face other sectors of your life, right? You'll have a lot of dimensions. If you have kids, if you're married, your husband, your husband's family, everything comes into place. You need to balance everything and then focus on your work as well. So all these things would be there, yes, and it cannot be avoided for any sake. At least you can avoid some part of the things, but you cannot avoid your parents or your grandparents or your closed ones who needs your time, who needs to talk with you, because we're in an adulthood stage, right? Who needs to talk with you about certain things? And you need to give them some advice. You need to go into the situation and then come back again to your life, to your priorities and everything. All these factors would be coming, but you need to bounce back immediately and get back into your work, because you need to do extra work when you're studying and doing research and everything. You need to do some extra work. So yeah, that's the thing. So I think I've covered most of it. So yes, so if you have any doubts or anything, just drop me in my comment section, and I'm really happy to help you guys. And I'll share my future journey with you. I've completed my first year in my graduate studies. I don't know about my future, what I'm going to do, but right now I'm in this phase. And let's see. And I will update you guys what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to take up my career or, I'm going to do research work or whatever. I really have no idea. And that's what it is today. So thank you guys. Thank you for... if you're new to this channel, then if you like my videos, then come back, follow, watch this video as many times you want. But yeah, if you like it and you want to follow me, just follow and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you. And don't be afraid to start over again. Start at any time. Okay. And yeah. And also you need to take care of your health, because sleep is very important. So sleep well. Health is important, so work out. Your mental health is important, so take time off from your regular work and everything. Thank you.